Well, it's misting outside, which of course isn't all that bad, except that it's not real good on cameras. So rather than going to waterfalls right away, I decided to come down. I'm at the Split Rock Lighthouse overlook. See if I can get some moody pictures of the lighthouse without getting my cameras too wet. Might be able to get a nice moody shot from up here. Yeah, I decided to come on down to the park, Split Rock Lighthouse Park. See about getting some photos of the lighthouse from down here. See if I can get some nice moody shots. This way, Sam. So after I take a few shots here, I'll see about heading over to the Gooch Park for some waterfall shots. There's the lighthouse there. Actually, I think I'm going to set up to do a shot somewhere in here, zoomed in, of course, versus what this is showing you. I have my hands full right now, otherwise I'd go ahead and zoom in for you, but I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'd probably zoom more than what I would do, something like that. Well, the mist seems to have stopped. I got some nice shots of the lighthouse I got some with the fog kind of half covering it. It's just gone 10 o'clock. So I'm going to have my 10 o'clock snack. And then I'm going to head up to Gooch and I'm going to get back to shooting waterfalls. This looks like the end of the trail, but it isn't quite. A little bit of scramble brings you to the main event. Oh, that's where I am. Oh no, come on, over here. Down here. Isn't that beautiful? Now I gotta find a good place to set up and get some pictures of this beauty. For some reason, after that hike down to Cascade Falls, I was totally wiped. Can't figure it out. It's only 3/4 of a mile each way, but so instead of going up to two-step falls, which is what I was thinking of doing, we came back here and we took a nap. Got back here, what, about 1 o'clock, 1:30ish. I finally hauled myself out of the tent at 4 o'clock. I don't know what it is. That shouldn't have wiped me out like that. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, now they're talking about cloudy tomorrow too, instead of sunny, so I guess I have another chance at shooting more waterfalls, which is fine. But I did want to do some other type of shooting too. And now our only chance for that looks to be Friday, as long as the forecast doesn't change again. Trying something different tonight. Different for me. Ramen is big among backpackers. I've personally never had it before. And along with the ramen, I'm going to have some of these, this beef steak. It's fully cooked, no artificial ingredients, high in protein. John Soul's Foods. I had the chicken version of this last night, which turned out very nicely. Let's see. It says on here, great for Philly steak. Well, I'm not having Philly steak, but what I thought I'd do is I'd cook up the ramen. I heat up the beef steak and add it to the ramen. Yeah, mix it all together. So, let's get on with it. It says boil 2 cups of water and add the noodles and cook for 3 minutes while stirring occasionally. Okay, I can do that. So 2 cups of water. I assume they mean for the whole package. It's supposed to be 2 servings in a package. Most of the things I've been having are 2 servings per package, and run just right. The only difference is that with this meat, it's also supposed to be 2 servings per container. And last night with the chicken and tonight with the beef, I'm only going to have half. And then I'm going to have the other half of each later on in the week. Unless I go home early. Okay, whoops. That's half a cup. Dummy. Need 2 cups. Oh, yeah, not quite a cup. I should have poured out of my Nalgene bottle so less messy than pouring out of the thing here. There we go. I should have done it in the first place. Oh, there's my 2 cups of water. So there you have it, Philly steak and beef flavored ramen. See how it tastes in a minute. Smells good. Yeah, I think that's the winner. I think be doing something like this in the future. The ramen itself is something I can take on canoe trips. If I take some dehydrated beef instead of the beef strips, should be pretty good. Well, good afternoon. It's about 1 o'clock or 1:30, I guess. 20 after 1. Thursday, June 6th. D-Day. Well, I decided this morning that you didn't need to see me cooking yet another bowl full of oatmeal with fruit and nuts and stuff. Same old, same old. So I didn't film that. And then, because the sun was shining, and I got kind of a late start. I think it was 6:30 before I started getting up. Something like that. I decided to drive around looking for some photo ops, and I did find some. Putting on about 100 miles today, going back roads, mostly up the shore. Came back out on 61 at Tofty. So just before I got to Tofty, I stopped at the Britain's Peak parking lot, and I climbed to the top of Britain's Peak. I left the camera in the car, the video camera that is, in the car, and wish I hadn't. I wish I'd taken you up there. Gorgeous, gorgeous views from up there. I did get a couple of photos, and then by then it was about lunchtime, so I started looking for a place to have lunch, and finally I couldn't find any place that had some nice shade. And so finally I ended up coming back to the campground. Away from the Lake Superior, of course I'm talking about. Away from the lake, it's about 70 degrees, according to my car thermometer. Down by the lake, it's about 52, and there's patches of fog. So after I rest up a little bit here, I might head back down to Split Rock Lighthouse and see if there's some fog down there. I might be able to again get some different shots. But for now, I'm just resting up a little bit after having lunch. I had my lunch late, which tends to kind of leave me lacking in energy. You have to wait a little while for lunch to kick in and get my energy back. So not sure if I'll have anything else to film or not, but I'll try a little bit harder. Today, well, I've already made it to 1:30 without taking any video, so it's going to be a short day. Well, the fog cleared, but it's still a lot cooler by the lake than it is inland. So I decided to come to Palisade Head instead of going to the lighthouse just yet. I'll wait until the light's better for the lighthouse. But anyway, this is the view of Lake Superior that you get from the Palisade Head. And there's all these trees and bushes that are in bloom up here, and it smells heavenly. One time I wish that there was smell-o-vision so I could share that with you. Well, I'm at Split Rock Lighthouse now. There is no fog right in front of the lighthouse, although there is fog further out on the water. But anyway, I found a place where I took a shot the other day when it was cloudy, overcast, and kind of reframed it here and got the blue sky behind it. So it's kind of looking this way. Zoomed in. Kind of framed by that tree there, like that, kind of like that, something like that. It's kind of a classic shot of the lighthouse. So now I think I'm gonna go down the beach a little bit further here, see what I can find. It's almost time to head back to the campsite for supper. Hopefully I can get supper over and done with early enough that I can get back out here, get out somewhere, whether it's here or somewhere along the coast here, for some golden hour photography. So see what I can find down here. I don't think I'll spend too long. If I end up having supper a little bit early, that's okay. And give myself plenty of time to get back out here. Sunset isn't until almost 9 o'clock, or about 9 o'clock. So yeah, should be able to get back out somewhere. Might go to Black Beach. Might go back out to the Palisades, or I might come back here. Haven't quite decided yet, but it kind of depends on how long it takes me to eat and get cleaned up and everything, and what the light's doing. So better get on with it. Of course, it looks like Sam has other ideas. He's perfectly happy where he is. I'm not going to bother filming the whole thing again tonight, but I'm having pasta sides again. Cheddar broccoli this time. And I'm having some more of the chicken with it. The pre-cooked chicken. So I'm warming that up in the pan, boiling the milk and water. Same routine as I've been doing. So okay, supper's done. Dishes are finally cleaned up. It's about 6:30. I'm going to head over to Shovel Point in Gooch Park rather than go all the way down to anywhere else. I haven't been to Shovel Point yet. I made it to the base of Shovel Point, but I've never been to the point itself. So this ought to make for an interesting evening. And let's see what I can find out there to photograph. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday, June 7th in the afternoon, about 1:30, coming up on 1:30. I basically, yesterday afternoon, evening, I went out to Shovel Point, got some photos out there. I think by the time I got done with that, it was pretty much, I went all the way out to the point and back. By the time it was done, it was too late to go anywhere else. We got some really nice photos. Went back out there, got up earlier this morning, about 5:30 or so. Went back out to Shovel Point for some morning photography, pointing in the other direction, and got some more really nice photos. Went down to Black Beach, and there's a reason it's called Black Beach. It's all black. Black fine gravel, sand, but it's all black. Went a couple of other places too, didn't get any photos anywhere else. It got to the point where the light wasn't any good anymore. It was awfully cool down by the lake shore too. So I came back to camp, and I've been kind of lazing around ever since, trying to catch up on sleep and everything, because I got the big drive to get back home again tomorrow. It's about a 5-hour drive from here, 5.5, something like that. So anyway, it's sunny, very, very sunny. Temperature is 68. What I decided to do is I'm not filming anymore. It got to be too much of a hassle to juggle my still photography gear, my video camera, and Sam went along the trails, and some of the trails are pretty treacherous too, and I'm trying to juggle all three of the things, and it just wasn't working very well. In-camp scenes, since I'm staying in the same place, it's kind of hard to come up with anything new. Breakfasts are always oatmeal with some kind of fruit and nuts thrown in. Suppers are always pasta side with some kind of chopped up meat thrown in. So there's nothing new to show you from a meals point of view, nothing to show you from a campsite point of view. It's the same campsite. Angles are getting new angles, fresh angles are getting few and far between. So I decided to, actually partway through the day yesterday, I decided I just wasn't going to bother with video anymore. Rather than just sit here and tell you what I did, since I can't show you what I'm doing, I think I'm just going to cut off the video and just show you the pictures that I got. Because my plan for the day, I'm going to wait until about 3 o'clock or so, have my afternoon snack, and then head back down. By then the light should be starting to get good. Head back down to the lake shore, get a few more pictures down there, come back here for supper, and then go back down for when the light is really, really good. And then I'll call it a day. I'm not going to have a campfire tonight. I'm out of wood. It's too warm for a fire anyway, in my opinion. I'll be taking down the tarp before, or probably about supper time. I'll take the tarp down. I won't need it anymore right now. I'm just using it for shade. Not supposed to rain anymore or anything like that. So tarp comes down tomorrow morning. I get up, I have my oatmeal and fruit and nuts, and pack up my tent, throw the stuff in the car. The good thing about car camping is I can just basically throw everything in. I don't have to pack it up, and I'll hit the road. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely not my best efforts for a variety of reasons. Hope you enjoyed it anyway. Hope you got a little flavor for at least this section of the North Shore that I'm on. And we'll see you on the next video. He loves sunbathing. But in a little while he'll get up and he'll move underneath the picnic table. He'll lay under there for a while, and then he'll go back out under the sun again. He's having a good afternoon.